Hi, Shelby. I'm not showing. There's all right. Hey, Eric. I'm not sure my counter works. It's showing only one person watching right now, but we've already had comments by two people. There we go. Now it's updated. It's a little laggy. How's the audio? Can everyone hear me? Hi, Aggie. Let's do an audio check. Anyone? It is warm. It is. My watch is not telling me. It's in the mid 70s. A little windy today. Do an audio check real quick though. All right, Josh. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yep, I'm showing 28 now too. It showed 0 for the first minute or so, and then there were comments, and then all right, good. Audio works. Just a little bit of a lag, I would guess. I'll wait till a few more people come on. I also felt weird just looking at the camera when I didn't think anybody was on. Sorry about that. The sun is setting. I'll stay in front of it. Let's let a few more people hop on. How's everybody doing tonight? I gotta be really careful not to move out of the way of the sun here. But I did have to find a spot out here on the strip where I could set up and not be surrounded by people. So this is what I got. Any guesses where I'm at? It's pretty tough to figure out. All right, I'm showing 32 now, so that's just about good enough to get rolling. Hey, don't forget to give it a like. Everybody that's on right now, give it a thumbs up. Hopefully that spreads it around, shows up in more people's news feed, and we get a few more people going before we start walking. And yeah, it actually might be warmer right now than it's been all day. I've been out and about a little bit today. It hasn't been this warm yet. Probably 70, 75. How is the weather where you live, wherever that might be? Crunchy says, "Go Leafs, go!" Well, I can't get too upset with him because he is a good friend of the channel. By the way, thanks so much for that super thanks the other day. Appreciate it. Nicole going to be in Vegas on Monday, next Monday. Congrats. Hope you have fun. I'll be long gone by then. 43 showing now. I guess we can start to walk. Let me load up. Sorry about the sun. Flip the camera. Got it in widescreen mode. How's that look? Hopefully good. Started to get ready for this tonight and thought for a second that I didn't have my gimbal and I was going to have to cancel. Once upon a time we live streamed a long time ago with no gimbal, and it was an absolute nightmare. I can't believe anybody watched. Not very many people did. Let's head down to the corner and have a look real quick. Show you guys the Trop now after it's officially closed for good after 57 years. Eric, 37 degrees Fahrenheit? I don't even know what that would be in Celsius, so I'm going to assume that's Fahrenheit. That sounds terrible. And there is the iconic Tropicana closed for good. I did read they are going to be keeping quite a few employees on, mostly maintenance, while they shut everything down, shut off water, start to strip the rooms down. You guys can buy anything you want from in there, from the room phones to the alarm clocks. It's going to be all online. Nice 8 degrees in Scotland. That's from Clark. In Scotland, now he is talking about Celsius, and I don't know what that conversion is, Clark. Tim, I'm in Vegas till Friday. Fly home early Friday morning. Haven't seen Ashton in the feed, and I just got a text message from her as soon as I went live saying that we have a sick kid at home, which is not good. Not good at all. Anyway, that's the Trop. No longer. Was there last night. Paid far too much for a room last night because I wanted to be part of history. Jeremy, I'm not sure what you're doing there. Anyway, it was weird over there at the Trop last night. You know what? Let's go over there real quick before we get going north. Well, I take that back. You heard about the man-made beach they're going to build. Where's that going to be, Josh? There's Ashton. She's here. She's taking a break from tending to a sick child to show up so kindly in the comments. Hi, babe. I would say let's go look at the Trop real quick, but there's really nothing to see. And also, I want to get over to the park before the game starts. This pregame over at the park is usually pretty cool. So let's head that way. Jeremy, I'm not sure what that... I don't know about that. Seems suspect. Hey, Amber. Amber from Vancouver's in. She is frequently around. Welcome in. Jason says that he was at the Tropicana on Sunday and it was sad looking. Yeah, had they started shutting down machines? Because by the time I got there on Monday, I would say 60% of the slot machines were turned off. And they never have very many table games there. They haven't had them for a long time. I'm going to be going right into the sun right here, and I don't have my sunglasses on. Amber, I know. We do need mods. I've just never really... we don't live stream often enough to worry about it. But, you know what? If you are... if you're volunteering... I think you're trustworthy. Jason, yeah, half were off on Sunday. It's weird. So like last night, I was talking to a few people, and it's as if they were doing everything they could do to get everybody out of there. And you know how their room rates were like historically high last night? Apparently that was by design to make sure that they had low occupancy. They didn't want people staying there last night. They wanted everybody out, essentially. There's Clark, 46.4. Well, that's pretty chilly, so yeah, this is a little bit better. Let's cross through here. We'll go back outside because I know they don't like filming at New York, New York. Looks like we got some people going to the hockey game in front of us right here. It's like metal detectors to get into Coyote Ugly tonight. I mean, I'm sure that's every night, but you can tell I've never been there. Oh, no worries. So yeah, I wasn't really feeling all that up to this tonight, but then I remembered there's a VGK game here at 7. I thought this would be a much better time to live stream. Windy and cool in St. Louis. Thanks, Jeremy. We got off to a rocky start with you in the comment section, but you've redeemed yourself. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. All right, down we go. And yes, the weather is beautiful. 123 on now. Everybody go ahead and get that like button. Let's get more. We're just getting started. Go ahead. I stay on as long as people are still engaging. Viewers are staying on. Hey, Beer Lady. That's a familiar name from the comments. Good evening where I'm at. Oh, I guess it's probably evening where pretty much all of you are except for Clark. Hey, Gordon Rick. Good vibes from Vancouver. That's 2 Vancouverites, Vancouverians, Vancouvinators that we've got in the chat tonight. What is a person from Vancouver? What do you call that? A Vancouverite? Greetings from Singapore, Sandra Tan, thank you. What time is it in Singapore, or should I say what day is it? Singapore is, that's pretty far. I did meet subscribers from Switzerland last night at the Trop, which I thought was pretty cool. That's pretty darn neat that somebody from Switzerland came walking over to me, introduced himself, said he was a subscriber. That's kind of a neat thing when something like that happens. Southern Ontario for Ian. Boy, we've got a lot of Canadians in tonight. Hello from snowy Wisconsin. Well, that sounds awful. Whatever I'm missing the chat, I apologize. Hopefully Ashton will keep me in line as long as she's in the chat. Walking and trying to keep up with the live chat is never an easy thing. Trying not to run into people and trying to read comments at the same time. Not as easy as it sounds. Then you add in all the people who look at you like you're talking to yourself. Waka 89, hi from New Jersey. Hello, hello. Crunchy. Counting a few weeks until my next Vegas trip. Chris Blake. Well, with a last name like that, how could I say no? Although I don't know exactly when that is. We are going to be back in it's not really a few weeks. I guess it's several weeks. Ashton and I will be back in June. Hopefully I can produce enough content out of this 4-day trip to get us by until then, which is the whole reason I'm here by myself. Let's head up the park. Actually, let's listen to a little music. Time out. I gotta dig some sunglasses out. Derek, thanks about that. So that Hell's Kitchen / Ramsey's Kitchen video kind of bombed. Restaurant reviews are not exactly our thing. So we try to do them, but mostly those are going to be on trips where we're both around. I gotta sit down for a second. And, oh, wrong way. Dig out some sunglasses, hold on. Now before anybody even says anything, yes, these are women's sunglasses. Well, actually they're Ashton's sunglasses. But I think they're a unisex style. What do you guys think? What was the name of the building I just came from? Well, I came right through New York, New York. I started at Excalibur, crossed through New York, New York. Now I'm here on the at the park, right next to New York, New York. Just making a little break real quick to get my sunglasses on because we're about to head right into the sun. Lisa, you're talking about that restaurant video? I liked it. We enjoyed making it, I think, and it was fun to produce, but it bombed. And unfortunately, it's not all about fun. People have got to watch the videos in order for them to be worthwhile. And that one, it just was not a clicker. So, yeah, it's pardon me for not getting up for a minute. I can feel, I'm right here at the park with these fountains, I can feel almost the mist coming off of them, and it's nice and cool right here. I'm going to take a load off for just a second. Definitely not unisex. You think they're strictly female sunglasses? Yeah, I agree. Dang it, that's not the response I was looking for. But you know what? I'm going to turn the camera around and nobody's going to know. And Yeah. Here's what I saw. I saw the sides, and I didn't know Ashton had these, and I was like, those are cool. And then I brought them out, and I put them on in the car, and I saw this, and I was like, those look like women's sunglasses. It's like that quote from The House. Anybody seen The House? Are those women's sunglasses? And he's like, no, they're Italian. I'm going to say that these are Italian. All right, I'm going to flip the camera so you guys don't have to look at my lady's sunglasses. And we're going to go that way. All right, well, appreciate that, Kristen. You know what? Nobody's looking. It's Vegas. You guys can't see him anymore, so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go with him until the sun's down. I'm glad to hear so many people. I think a lot of regulars to the channel like that video, but it was not one that would get clicks from new viewers. And so that's why it essentially bombed. Now you're going to have bombs from time to time. Sometimes, I mean, usually I know when it's going to happen. So I was a little surprised that that one did so poorly. Goodness, I didn't think about walking right into the sun. That's kind of bad for your vantage point. I'll try to stay in the shade as much as possible. 146 in the house tonight. Keep hitting that thumbs up button. How many likes we got? That part I cannot see from my end. Amber, yeah, the other thing is I released it on a Saturday because I didn't think Easter Sunday was a good time, and the Saturday release didn't go well either, so I don't know. We're no restaurant reviewers. We do eat a lot of fancy meals in Vegas. Apologize for the noise. Beer house is always a good time on a game day. Jason will chip in $50 if I live stream shaving my beard into a mustache. Well, I will have you know. Thanks, Ruby. I will have you know, and at least this is my opinion. At my advanced age, I kind of don't look bad with a mustache. One of the favorite things I ever did with my facial hair was one time Ashton semi-dared me. It's kind of my idea, but I shaved my beard into a handlebar mustache, and it was the most awesome thing I've ever seen looking in the mirror. The problem is, if you've not rocked a handlebar mustache before, you can't just walk out in public around people you know and act like everything's normal. But if anybody had seen me for the first time, they would have said, that guy has a great mustache. The problem is anybody else would be like, what the heck are you doing? So I kept, Ashton says it was gross. Ashton took a picture of me sleeping, and it's the funniest. I hope she still has that picture on her camera roll because it's the funniest picture ever. I laugh out loud every time I see it. And I call the picture of me sleeping, I look so peaceful with a handlebar mustache. Every time I see it, I say, look at that majestic beast. Amber, you like the Versus videos? Yeah. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm kind of working on one of those between hotels while I'm out here right now. A little bit of a budget battle, if you will, between two hotels. Hulk Hogan does it, I can too. I agree. Me and the Hulkster, we've got a lot in common. We both have blonde hair, and that's about it. Get on board, Ashton. Yeah, maybe I should do it again. Let's go up here. Obviously, we're not going into the game, but let's go up here and have a look at this. 194. Keep hitting that thumbs up button, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and hit it. How many likes we got? You know, another video I did on one of these solo trips was kind of a guide about visiting T-Mobile Arena, going to an event there. That one was a lot of fun to make. Again, I figured that one would bomb, and it did. But that's all right, because I had enough fun making that one. It was cool. I mean, I got to go to the hockey game, have a couple of beers, etc. 89 likes, well, we got to get it to 100. We got to get it to 100. You know what this truck right here is? You remember a couple of years ago when the Raiders first came to town and they did that tailgate district out in front of Luxor? I guarantee that's one of those trailers. Wonder where it's been since then. It is awfully loud out here, so I'm going to circle around and head back out where it's a little bit quieter. Amber, great. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I mean, there's only so much information you can put into a video like that, but I tried to think of everything that somebody might want to know. First super chat of the night. DG 325 is what it looks like to me. $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Enjoy a beer on me. Well, as a matter of fact, I've got one right now, and it was right about that amount. So we'll say that this one's on you. Appreciate it. All right, let's get away from this noise so I can actually talk and hear myself think. Vodka Fall. YouTube is a cruel and fickle mistress. Yeah, you're not kidding. And no, you know, almost everybody who eventually succeeds on YouTube has to have one out of the blue semi-viral hit. And lucky for us, I say lucky, I mean, I didn't enjoy making a negative video, especially when our channel was so young. But that was what we got, and the experience was so bad. I just made it, and boy, it hit.
Really?
Oh my gosh, that's like a riddle. I can't even see who sent that in, but the question about sleep anywhere for free but eat every lunch and dinner at Circus Circus, or eat every lunch and dinner for free but you have to sleep at Circus Circus. I'm going to go with the second one. I bring my own sheets and mattress protector. Now up to 105 likes. Thanks for that update, Lance. Had to get out here a little bit where it's a little bit quieter, and this is nice. You know, the park is one thing that I've always been surprised didn't take off better than it did. I mean, like this, that was at one point, that was like Saki Rock or something like that. It's empty. Although Losers is coming in here. Or did they go in and go out already? New sub, appreciate it. Thanks so much. Don't forget to go back. Your homework is to go back and watch every video. But if it's older than about a year and a half, don't judge us. Got a Chiefs t-shirt on tonight. Somebody just complimented me on it, of course. I'm going to really be walking against the flow. So I'm going to sit down and turn the camera around for just a minute while the game traffic goes by. Take off my lady's sunglasses. Losers is gone. Steve, how long was it there? It must not have been there for very long. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it definitely was open and now it's not. That's crazy. That's just another reason I can't believe nothing works here on the park. But I guess the reason is it's busy on game days, and then you come down here almost any other day of the week and there's like nobody here. Wrong way. There we go. I'll get walking again here in just a minute, but I was going against the flow. I'm kind of trapped in here and I don't want to be the salmon swimming upstream. Ruby from Overland Park, you still live there? Derek, whether your reviews are positive or negative. Well, I appreciate that, Derek. Some people don't think that they're some people don't think that they're genuine. Whenever you post something negative, you get a lot of haters. And that might be the reason why you don't see a lot of YouTubers put negative stuff out there, because they don't want to face the backlash. And I mean, I'll admit we've been guilty of that. We've not made a video before because we didn't think it was going to go over well, and we just decided to just chalk that up to experience and not make the video. I am Jason. I'm currently at the park. I'm down here watching people stream into the Golden Knights game on the other side. Steady stream of hockey fans going in. Amalfi. Okay, so you're down at Caesars. Jason. What's something embarrassing? Oh gosh, there's a lot of things. Although we did just do that Vegas Confessions video the other day, a few weeks ago. We held the most embarrassing stories to ourselves. Ruby, Overland Park is awesome. If we were going to live anywhere other than where we live, which we're only where we're at just because of, family reasons, we would love to move to Kansas City, and if we did, Overland Park would be at the top of our list. Overland Park is very nice. Whenever we visit, we like to stay in that area. We like to explore that area. Lisa, you make a good point there about YouTubers getting free things. We've gotten a small handful of free things in the history of this channel, and we don't get offers. Nobody offers us anything. But if they did, we will hit. If and when they do, we hit that paid promotion checkbox on YouTube, and you guys will know about it, and we'll tell you about it too. As a matter of fact, I'm getting something free on Thursday, and I'll be telling you about it in the actual video, so that you know that. Full disclosure, I reached out to them, and they did offer me a little bit. It's not a lot. It's certainly not like go to a restaurant and order anything off the menu you want, and we're going to bring you everything, which is very common on YouTube. Anyway. DG325, where do I plan on staying the rest of the trip? I've got 4 nights. It looks like I can start walking again, so I'm going to do that. I've got 4 nights. This is night 2. In 4 nights, I have 4 different hotel rooms booked. Last night, I was at the Trop. Tonight I'm actually at Luxor. Tomorrow night, by popular demand, I am at Cromwell. I posted a poll on our Facebook page giving our followers there some options, and narrowly the Cromwell beat out Nobu. So that's that. Then the last night of the trip, I'm at Resorts World Hilton. So bouncing around. Definite work trip. Looks like the majority of people have gotten into the arena, so the traffic has slowed down here. And that was a cool Canucks jersey. I missed the comment about Caesars. I'm sorry, that dropped off the screen. I was trying to navigate people. Sorry. All right. Back somewhere a little more manageable. Now I gotta lose the sunglasses because I can't read the screen with them on. That's a cool jersey. Ish. It's more of it's a long sleeve tee. That's cool. I like that. I don't need any more Golden Knights gear though. I've got plenty. Plenty. 3 jerseys. Plenty of t-shirts. Would definitely enjoy a review of Nobu. Yeah, I was looking forward to it, and that was out to the lead in the poll, and I had a Nobu room booked. But then Cromwell came on strong and passed it in the poll, and I don't guess I had to switch. But again, you know, I want people to enjoy the videos, and if more people voted for Cromwell, I was going to do that. We've been to Cromwell. Matter of fact, our first ever YouTube video after I decided I was going to start posting regularly on YouTube was actually about the Cromwell. And I like to go back sometimes and watch that video and just look at just marvel at how bad the quality of that video is. But it's still out there. Josh and Rachel in the chat. I am sure that's Josh. Josh is manning the keyboard, I'm sure. What's up, Josh? Coming to us from DC, if I'm not mistaken. Top hotels worth visiting while in Vegas for the first time. That is a loaded question. So many factors. You mean just a visit or actually to stay at? Let me rephrase that. If you're talking about visiting, I mean, you got to hit up the highlights. As much as I said, you know, we pointed out in that Caesars video that we don't care for Caesars. We don't like to stay there. You got to visit. Who would win, the two of you or Josh and Rachel in a chicken fight at the Cromwell pool? All right, I'm trying to think of this logically. And I'm going to say Josh and Rachel because we would be towering over them and we would get top heavy and topple over too easily. Yeah, Josh says they'd be sturdier. I was just thinking just straight from the standpoint of lower to the ground. That's important. You know, Ashton on my shoulder, she's going to be towering up out of the water. Then I'm stumbling. I'm down. They win. They're going to win 9 times out of 10 in that game. Ashton says she's pretty scrappy, which is the case. You don't want to cross her. You cross Ashton at your own peril. I've learned. She knows I'm pretty good about just staying quiet when the moment, you know, calls for it. Jesus Rodriguez, ride the high roller if it's your first time. Yes, absolutely. I love the high roller. And yeah, I think any first timer would have a blast on that. An absolute blast. I mean, I have fun on it every time I take it, every time I do it, and I've been here a lot of times. What used to be right here? This is not a part of the strip I walk outdoors very often. Usually I'm inside in Park MGM. Put it in the chat. What was this? It's right next to Crack Shack. Amber says to Josh, "We know you can all handle your liquids, so a pool is nothing." Well, yeah. Listen, I had to leave a lot of footage from that booze cruise video. I had to leave a lot of footage on the cutting room floor, so to speak, because it was embarrassing. Oh, was Elysian Brewery? Really? They make good stuff. I didn't even... how did I not even know they had a spot there? Like I said, I guess I just don't walk outdoors at this part of the strip very often. Andrew, yes, I am using an iPhone. Jason, take care. Appreciate it. What did Rachel say? Something about Ashton. I see Ashton saying that she and Josh did not hold their liquids well. Well, they were clearly the more animated of the two, of the four of us. They were the more animated two. Yeah, Space Dust is great. As a matter of fact, I almost bought Space Dust when I wound up with this. But Space Dust is a little higher ABV. I thought I should pace myself a little bit. I'm not familiar with this, other than I think I saw it in a YouTube video. I love Daiquiri Bar here. Right next to this burger joint that I will not speak too much about because I don't want to upset any Texans we might have in the chat tonight. What do you guys think about Whataburger? And I think really only say if you have them where you live. We do. We have Whataburger in Missouri. Not exactly busy, I can tell you that. Let's have a look. Our phone's on silent in case you call. Amber, is Elysian from Seattle? I can't remember. $2.25 on now. We'll keep hitting that like. Maybe it's working. Jason calls it Mid-a-Burger. There you go. I've not heard that one, but I might have to use that. Oh, a working escalator. What a treat. What a treat. Kristen, well, listen, if you're from North Dakota and you've never tried it, I mean, yeah, you got to try it. Let's just say I'm not impressed. We suddenly have a whole bunch of them in our area, and I've given them plenty of chances. Cross over here and get back down to the strip. Where should I go from here? Expected in this amount of time. Mickey, the proposed opening for Boulevard, let's have a look at it, by the way. It's late this year. I want to say October, November, and I don't think they're really on pace for that. That's what I thought. I mean, here I am making update videos, and I already can't remember. Yeah, it was in my What's New for 2024 video. And originally, I think they said October. Although, if I look, looking at it right now, like I said, I don't know if it's on that pace. Shake Shack for best fast food burger. Yeah, I'm in on that. I love Shake Shack. Love Shake Shack. Somebody just mentioned the Sky Bar at Waldorf Astoria. Let's turn around and have a look. There it is. Waldorf Astoria is on our list of places to stay, actually. Comment if you'd watch that video. We kind of have been hesitant to do it because, well, there's no casino. It's not very, it's not really well known. So I don't know if that video would do well. But we kind of want to try it. I mean, you're close, obviously, to Aria. It's a bit of a hike outdoors to get up there, so it's not super easy. Culver's. Andrew coming in with Culver's. Now that's a winner. We also have Culver's. As a matter of fact, we've got one 5 minutes from our house. I love Culver's. Culver's makes a good burger. Butter burger for the win. Lost some people during that boring stretch. We'll get back out to the main strip. Maybe we go do the fountains. You know, it's that rare time of year where the fountains don't have anything built in front of them. I think we had some serious autocorrect. I just saw a comment that said the Canucks, I think, stay at the Walnut Custodian. And I think that was Waldorf Astoria. And that's an awesome autocorrect, if so. Where to from here? Cross over? You know what I should have done? I should have gone up the other side, taking you guys inside the Stranger Things store. Ashton took me in there in February, because we're big Stranger Things fans. And that place is cool. A certain YouTuber from Wisconsin says Culver's outside of her home state aren't good. I feel like they're probably all the same. And I think the YouTuber you're probably talking about from Wisconsin is Travel Ruby. Oh, that's the nickname. Okay. Oh, the Walnut Custodian, the up and our way gang. Okay. I've not ever heard that before. I like it. The Walnut Custodian. Well, guys, I'm walking the most boring part of the strip there is right here. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, Vernon Dan. We got to stay on this side, though, I think, because we got to go to the fountains. I think we got to go to the fountains. So this is interesting. I've seen this on some other videos. Aria totally redoing their marquee, which is kind of bizarre because the whole thing was an LED board to begin with. So, like, what are they going to do with it that's going to make it better? I thought it was pretty cool to begin with. Maybe they should focus on renovating their standard rooms. Sorry guys, I've got to notice we got a weak internet connection here, weak network connection. I'll keep moving. Hopefully that gets better. Stream quality might be taking a hit. We'll get up here, go through the Cosmo, shoot out the other side. Hey Kurt, good to see you. Sounded as though had some Scots behind me there on the stairs. I was gonna say, hold on, I'm out of breath. Stairs. I've noticed on this trip the highest number of foreign visitors since before the pandemic, and it's great to see. Really great to see. It's been noticeable this time around to me, more international travelers. Vegas missed those. Vernon, it's a live stream. I'm at the mercy of what other people want to do. You're welcome to go elsewhere if you just want to make nasty comments. Let's go out and have a look at the strip real quick. Now, I don't want to stop on this footbridge, because that would be breaking the law. Although this fake monk over here doesn't seem to be bothered by it. I'm going to stop just short of the actual footbridge so that I'm not breaking the law. Andrew noticed the same thing about more international travelers. Yeah, I think it's great. Lots from the UK. I've noticed a lot from the UK. Speaking of, actually at the Trop last night, I ran into Matt Bridger and went over and said hi to him. I wasn't 100% sure it was him, and then I saw the back of his T-shirt, and it was a band T-shirt, and it said UK Tour on the back, and I was like, yep, that's probably him. Take a bracelet and run. Well, I've got a beer in one hand and a gimbal and a phone in the other. I'm thinking even that monk could chase me down right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure of it. Kurt, yes, the ski lodge. Listen, hey, Kurt, if we're ever in town at the same time, that's where we should go, the ski lodge. Kurt and his wife treated us to a drink or two at the Nomad Bar one time. We had a great time with them. And the ski lodge, that would be cool. I would be cool with that. Kristen loves Matt, and obviously I know who Matt Bridger is. I'm not big into watching just daily vlogs, and so I'm not super familiar with his content, but obviously I've seen some. Perfect English accent you've ever heard in your life, which is really makes it entertaining. All right, right away we've got security over here. Although I'm not in a casino, why do they care? They don't care. Don't feed the trolls, everyone, and they'll go away. Cos long time. Probably not since we last stayed here, which was like 2.5 years ago. I'm just going to go downstairs, turn around, go right outside, and we'll get that network connection fixed up. Because I hate to lose it. We got 236 watching right now. Ignore the trolls, folks. Last time we were in here, Ashton and I were just walking the strip from Caesars south looking for a place to eat. The Henry here, and the wait was like 2 hours. It was ridiculous. Didn't the Henry used to be 24 hours? It's closed right now. Go over here and use it. Josh, get this. He's asking about the slots. I have yet to put a bill into a slot machine. After the live stream tonight, that's my plan. I've got to give the Luxor some play, or else MGM Resorts is going to think I'm just taking advantage of their comps. I doubt I was on the MGM Wi-Fi. My phone might have automatic. Well, no, the last time we stayed at Cosmo, it wasn't even MGM yet, so I doubt my phone just automatically connected to their Wi-Fi. I think it's just bad cell coverage. So anyway, yeah, gambling-wise, I've been here for almost a day and a half, and I haven't even put a bill in a slot machine yet. The only gambling I've done was a little blackjack over at the Trop, just so I could get some souvenir chips, and it went swimmingly.
I'm pretty sure you scored less than 10.
Played about 20 minutes, won $175, tipped everybody I came in contact with, put a couple chips in my pocket to take home, and then cashed out the rest. And it was fun. Yeah, no point in earning points. Although, I mean, it's owned by Bally's Corporation, but Bally's Corporation doesn't have a Vegas property. They've got them all over the country, but they don't have one in Vegas after the Trop's closed. So. Oh man, that's a Midwest dad right there. His wife said, "Are we not waiting for the walk?" And he said, "It's a red light. There can't be anybody coming." What's that? I don't have any cash on me, sorry. Asking the guy who's live streaming for cash on the street. Listen, I'm staying until it says walk. And this is why. Sorry guys, just ignore the idiot. Just don't anybody reply to him. My fault for not having a mod. Get out the way. The cop car said, "Get out the way." Shannon, what's that referring to? What did I do? What did I do about what? There's never going to be a walk here. I think I'm going to have to just go. Josh says if you make eye contact with the driver, then you can cross the street. I'd say that's fair. Well, listen, there's safety in numbers. Look how many people are going. Oh, it's cooler up here. Champagne Slots wants to know how my room at the Trop was. It was okay. It was, it was worn out. I don't think the rooms were the problem at the Trop. It was the fact that the property overall was just dull. And I'm not saying that just last night. The room was definitely beat up, but it wasn't unclean. I will say, this morning, they were knocking on my door before 9 a.m. The checkout was 11, like normal, and they were knocking on my door before 9 a.m. I was filming for YouTube, and they're banging on my door trying to get me out of there. And the second I got out of my room, a housekeeper was in my room. And they were ready to strip the sheets, start moving furniture out. Like, they were literally ready to go. All right, what time we got? 6:58. That means the fountains go in 2 minutes. Sorry. Just cut right in between a dad and his daughter trying to get a picture. Let's find us a spot along the rail here. Watch the fountains. Shall we? Well, that's cool. That is impressive. That is impressive. A lot of other people think the same. That is impressive. Oh, now she's moving. That's cool. Thanks, Rachel. Trying to drum up the thumbs ups for us. Drumming up likes. What is the like count, by the way? Just curious. Maybe I should set a goal and do something in celebration if we get to a certain number of likes. There's a lot of people on the sidewalk, but not that many people up against the fountain, so I think I'm going to get a good spot. But the fountain's starting 1 minute. They should. I see my spot. I see my spot. $167. Thanks, Ruby. I think the Tropicana is the first property to close, followed by a total demolition since Frontier in 07. Yeah. Stardust was imploded, but that would have been before 07. That would have been like in 04, 05. That's probably right. Still no word on whether they're going to implode the Trop or just tear it down with a wrecking ball. Obviously, there's going to be some asbestos considerations there, but they can abate that before they implode the property if that's what they want to do. Let's face it, the Trop has needed to be imploded for a while. It either needed $500 to $800 million worth of renovations, or it needed to be imploded. No in between. Riviera, of course. Riviera closed in, what, 2011? Something like that. Thanks, Jan and Rich. Yeah, that's right. Riviera was more recent than the Frontier. And the Riviera they kind of demolished in phases, but they did implode some of the towers, or one or two of them. Amber, I'm glad you think so about the stadium. I think it's cool. There's been quite a bit of hate on it, but I think it's pretty neat personally. 7:01, so we should get some fountains any moment. DRM free, just missed you. We were there last week. Hope you had a good time. Ashton, I'm afraid I can't because we've got this multi-factor authentication thing. Vegas is becoming Uber Sports City, yeah? I mean, that's the plan. And you've got to figure at some point there's going to be an NBA franchise here. It probably should have been first. Vegas is an NBA city, I feel like, or it would have been for a long time ago. And I think the NBA is interested, so if they ever expand again, I think Vegas is going to be on the short list of expansion options for the NBA. Josh, are you talking about Circus Circus? I saw somebody else say Circus Circus should have been imploded. If it was another team besides the A's, I'd be more excited. Yeah, that's just about the worst franchise in Major League Baseball. It's 7:03, and it's not windy, so the fountains should have gone off by now. They are bubbling a little bit. And I have my phone perched perilously on this concrete. Oh, you want the stadium at the Tropicana location. I mean, I don't hate it. I wasn't any kind of fan of the Tropicana. I just wanted to be there because it's Vegas history. Brian, if it wasn't $2 beers up at Slots of Fun, yeah, if it wasn't so far, if I'd started this live stream a little further north, I would have gone there on this live stream. I should have thought of that. I don't know if I've got it in me to walk all the way there. We'll see. We'll see how. And I could always Uber back. I mean, I got to get back to Luxor tonight, so Circus to Luxor is a bit of a hike. I'm starting to think we're not getting fountains at 7 o'clock, guys. Sometimes the fountains are late, but it's 7:04 going on 7:05 and we still don't have them. And it's not because of wind, so I don't know what's going on here. But I know even the fountains, when they're not running, are more interesting to look at than me, so I'm going to flip this back around. Brian, yeah, wrong direction. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. As you can see, the lake is still calm. I'm going to give it, I don't know, 2 more minutes, because, I mean, they're supposed to go every 15 minutes this time of day. TCJ24, $1.99 super chat for a Circus beer. I appreciate that. If I make it up there, you've just paid for one. I think it's Dos Equis or Heineken, I believe, is what you can get for $2 up there. Also $2 shrimp cocktails. Also $2 popcorn, $2 hot dogs. So I need more. The guy who pushes the button had to go to the bathroom. I'd like to think that these are computerized and somebody just oversees it, but yeah, somebody fell asleep back there. 7:05. I mean, you guys are waiting patiently, and I appreciate that. I'm waiting not so patiently. While we wait, see the concrete pads down there under the water. Rachel thinks the $2 shrimp cocktail would be risky. Well, Rachel, I just gave you and Josh an idea. You guys need to go to the new Slots of Fun and try everything on the menu. I think that would be a smash hit. We tried everything on the menu at Slots of Fun. That sounds like a viral video. And if you do it, let me know, because I think Ashton and I want to be there. Right? anger you. You're going to be triggered by that. I apologize. No, I don't. You asked. Kristen Marie, $1.99. That's the hot dog. So I've got the first beer and the hot dog, and I've got $10 to play with. If I can get up there. If they just run the fountains today, I could move on and maybe get up there. You guys want to see me get all the way to Circus Circus? Josh, we have a connection problem. Super chats broke the stream. Is it frozen? Well, clearly the 7 o'clock show is not going to happen. Josh says I can do it. All right, so is the stream back? Is the stream okay? I mean, I don't know that I want to stand here till 7:15 now. Wait, well, it's 7 minutes away. I guess I will. I guess. That is a long walk to Circus Circus. Do you think they're going to be mad at me for live streaming inside Slots of Fun? Or do you think they would be happy with the exposure? All right, well, while we wait, let's just show something else. The Broncos may not be good, but we still hold out hope for them. Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Isn't that what being a fan is? I held out hope for like more than 30 years, and then it finally happened. Beautiful night on the Strip. Anybody think I could hang 100 seconds to win $100? I would make it about, I'm going to say 18 seconds before I'd be letting go. I'm a bit of a big fella. I wouldn't hold on very long. Andy says yes to Slots of Fun. Well, I guess that's where I'm going after this. That's going to be a walk. So I'm not going to be able to go in and out of places on the way. So don't even ask. We're going right up the sidewalk. And it's going to be like the first time I was ever in Vegas. When I walked from MGM Grand to Circus Circus and back. Appreciate you guys being patient with this. I guess we're most of the way to the 7:15 show now. Sandra, appreciate it. $10 super chat for my Uber back after Slots of Fun. Now that, see, I've got pretty much everything down. I've got hot dog, beer, shrimp cocktail, $9.99 to play with, and $10 toward my Uber back. Now I've got quite a budget for this. If we forget about the part that YouTube takes out of this. But you know what? That's the cost of doing business. But thank you, Sandra, so much for the super chat. Always appreciated. Always appreciate it. We don't do Patreon and we don't do memberships on our channel, so any super chats are always appreciated. How long actually is that walk from MGM to Circus Circus? Well, you know what's funny is along the way I stopped at the Nike store and the Forum Shops at Caesars to return a belt. This is funny because I was like 29 years old at the time. I was here on a shoestring budget. And I got all the way back to my room, and the next day I realized the belt was the wrong size, and so that's the whole reason I went for that walk, was to go to the Forum Shops and return that stupid belt that probably cost $20. Oh, here they come. They're coming out at 7-Eleven. Whatever the case, we're getting some fountains tonight, guys. Here we go. Oh, and it's Luck Be a Lady. Enjoy, guys.
They call you Lady Luck, but there is room pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Treated other guys you've been with, but be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair. It isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander some other guy's dice. Let's keep this party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. But be a lady tonight. Gentlemen, see just how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Hey, luck, be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, and it's not nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the guy that you came in with. Luck, be a lady. Luck, be a lady. Luck, be a lady.
Worth the wait, wouldn't you guys say? Sorry I didn't read much of the chat while that was going on because I wanted to just enjoy it. And boy, that's awesome. And I think somebody said, I think it was Champagne Sloth said, it doesn't matter how many times you see it, it is still Beautiful to watch. It's awesome. We used to come out here on the last night of every trip, kind of usually like the last thing before we went to bed on the last night, and watch the fountains. We kind of got away from that, and so I almost, hate to say it, but almost forgot how cool it was. It's awesome. Literally every time you watch it, it takes your breath away. And that is impressive. All right, well, it's going to be a little crowded here for a bit, and I guess I'm on my way to Slots of Fun. 275 watching now. The fountains will draw them in always, as they should. Oh boy, yeah, it's going to take a little while to get. They've got a big part of the sidewalk roped off. It looks like there was a wedding or something. You can see the wedding party over there. I don't know if anybody else. Tyler, yeah, it is sad that a 57-year-old property had to go. But I mean, I think a ballpark is a great addition to the Strip. I know a lot of people don't like where it's going to be, but it's only a 30,000 or so seat stadium. And I think a lot of the people attending a game are going to be coming on foot. So yeah, it's going to add some car traffic. I mean, maybe a lot, but it's not going to be as bad as most people think. I mean, we're not talking about 50,000 people. We're not talking about Allegiant Stadium. 60,000, whatever. By the way, guys, this is kind of a belated 25,000 subscriber celebration live stream. We didn't do one because we had just recently done a home live stream. We're sitting on about 25.5 now, so if you guys are watching tonight and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Live streams are not super commonplace on the channel here, but we do them from time to time, sometimes at home, sometimes in Vegas. We do a lot of other Vegas content, so if you're new, you're watching tonight, you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Donations are optional. Josh, thanks. You guys are going to be there very soon, it looks like. You guys are going to be there very soon yourselves. You guys have been on a tear. And we had a good March, and you guys had a better March. And you know what? I ain't mad about that. That's awesome. Hey, if you want to see these guys do something, make some noise, and they'll never go. Don't buy it, folks. They're never going to do it. They're not going to start the show.
When the music comes on, everybody, energy. Here we go.
They're not going to start the show. Don't buy into it. Don't buy it.
Everybody hands up, hands up, hands up, hands
That's
up.
not the show.
Everybody hands up. This is total robbery.
False alarm. That's not the show. All right, I need a trash can. Probably need another beer, but I certainly will get one at Slots of Fun if I ever make it up there. Thanks so much, Shannon. Appreciate that. We have fun with it. Simply a hobby, but it's fun. SpongeBob show voice. 3 hours later. Would they consider adding the volcano feature by the baseball stadium? Now that's an interesting thought. I'm going to say no. I'm sure will not consider doing that. But that's kind of a cool idea. Or maybe something new. Something totally different. Here we go. Now we have found the pedestrians on the Las Vegas Strip tonight. Go figure. They're in and around Bellagio and Caesars. That's fun. Hopefully my microphones do as well. Ashton says get a drink. I would love to, but I'm going to need a convenient place. Maybe Purple Zebra down here.
Sorry.
Gonna overpay, but it's Vegas. You got to overpay. Oh, poor Ashton at home. She's probably right. We got a sick kid, and it doesn't matter how old the kid is. When a kid is sick, they could be a 15-year-old kid, a 12-year-old kid, an 18-year-old kid. A sick kid is a sick kid. So I do not envy her tonight. Kind of feel bad that I'm this far away. Yeah, I mean, all I want is like a beer. I might just grab one at Purple Zebra here. That way I can stay on the strip and keep walking north. Why do they have this bar? I mean, look at this. There is nobody here. Nobody here. I'm going to set this down back over here. What do I want? How you doing? Modelo, please.
Modelo?
Yep.
Lime or lime?
Yeah, lime.
Actually, if he came more than that, I would tip him. But like, if he's only come once a day, I don't see how much he is. You know, like,
There's no point.
no,
That's
I'm
what
not doing that.
No lime?
Lime, yeah.
There you go. It's a big beer, it's a double lime.
Yep, thank you.
Jay Beer, what's up? Hey, I thought that was you for a second. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, welcome back.
I just thought I'd
You
come
remember that
by
second
and say
adventure?
hi. No, I've been in Vegas on and off for a month or so and doing a lot of mural work.
Okay.
Just did a huge mural in Needles, California.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I know where it
In
is.
Havasu, I did one for a guy from Story Wars, Daryl.
Are you going out there down on Salt and Sea in that area? I heard there's like an artist colony out there. Where? Salt and Sea, that's out in that area. It's like a famous house.
Thank you, brother. See a blink?
Thank you.
Receive?
No, I don't need one.
You have an amazing night. Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Yeah.
Back-to-back champions, baby.
That's right. Going for 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. I never said for cancer, so.
Oh, really? Awesome.
And all we got over here is 49.
Oh, shit.
I can imagine. Have a good one. Listen, you guys notice he didn't even say how much that cost because I don't think he wanted it on camera. And I don't want it on camera either. That's an expensive beer. Yeah, I could have waited a little bit longer, but like it was probably 20 minutes before I get up here to CVS. That was a lot. And yes, that's why there's nobody ever at this bar. Why is it even here? I guess because suckers like me will walk up and buy one. The bar only has that crappy TV. Hell's Kitchen is super cool at night, by the way. Josh, I wish it was $14. Let's just say that. I wish. Sloan, it was over. It's the over. Let's just say it was the over. Goodness. I was shocked, but he'd already cracked it open. I guess I couldn't say no at that point. Yeah. Stadium prices is about right. That's essentially what it was, stadium prices. At least double limes, and the guy was nice. I tipped him 20%. 20%. Hey, don't listen to that idiot who's been trolling us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube comments saying that we're not good tippers. 40 ounce, Josh. No, it's a 25er. It's just a regular old tall boy. It is super cold, by the way, Sloan. It's freezing my hand. I'm gonna have to switch hands with the phone here in a little bit because it is very cold. What a beautiful night, though. I guess I should say there went all those super chats from earlier. They all went into this one beer. That's all right. Oh, I know all about ABC and CVS and Walgreens. I mean, that's normally where I'm going to go, but I was thinking ahead. The next place is going to be all the way on the other side of the Mirage. Treasure Island, CVS, on this side of the strip. Or I guess I could have ducked into the Forum shops and bought one from a souvenir store in there. It would have been cheaper, but not a lot cheaper. Juan just subscribed, appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Don't forget to check out all the other videos. Give them all a thumbs up. You know, help the algorithm. And yes, Josh, that is a phenomenal view of the flamingo. Me and the flamingo, we tangled about a year ago, and it wasn't pretty. It's not pretty when it happens. But it's still a cool place. I like hanging out in the flamingo. I like the vibe in there. Did I have a bad room? Well, that's an understatement. And they wouldn't do anything to fix it. And so on and so forth. But we're on our way. You know, now that I'm here, passing Caesars, lots of fun seems achievable tonight. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other, right? Sloan, your wife wants to go see RuPaul. I mean, I bet that's a hell of a show. I bet that is quite entertaining. I bet that's good. Jason's still eating at Amalfi. Amalfi, right? Yeah, well now I'm passing Caesars. I mean, you missed it. I'm right here. Now I'm going to be going north, just so you know. May need another Modelo, yeah. Jason, I'm all the way down at Luxor tonight, so trying out a tower room this time. Last video that we made there, I made on a solo trip a full 3 years ago. I don't think we're supposed to go right now, but they're going, so I'm going. I'll never get there if I don't just go. Doesn't matter, I'm going to get stranded right here. Well, shoot, it's flashing, so it's about to end. Let's go. We did it. We did it. Eek. Ashton would hate this. She would hate this. This is shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall. I'm smelling something. I don't know what restaurant it's coming from. It smells terrific. Oh, it might be a street vendor. It is a street vendor. Hot dogs, bacon wrapped hot dogs. Elbows out. Well, carrying this stuff, I can't quite, that's hard to do. Anyway, that was a street vendor, bacon wrapped hot dogs. Has anybody in the chat ever purchased food from a street vendor in Vegas? Comment below if you have. And I'm not talking about beers or waters. I'm talking about actual food, like the fruit guys or the hot dog guys.
I'm wearing Cuban links, inside the mix, yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Hurt yourself.
And I said that now that we're by Caesars, well, we're still by Caesars because Caesars is half of the strip. Trevi Fountain, anyone? The fake Trevi Fountain? Let's go. We're finally about to pass Caesars and past the Mirage. Here's a question, poll for the audience. Does anybody actually believe the Mirage is going to become the Hard Rock in the next 5 years? Because they have been extremely silent about the plans to turn that into the Hard Rock. For what, a year? The volcano still operates. They haven't begun any kind of renovations to it yet. And dear Lord, does it need renovation? We got one yes I do. Is that about the Mirage? Kristen says I think so. Supposedly the volcano should have been shut down by now. They should have released some renderings, like a timeline. They've not done any of that. Now, yeah, and I've heard the rumors too about Treasure Island, but I don't think Hard Rock has the money to buy Treasure Island. To own both these properties, I've seen this guy many times. I don't think they have the money to own both properties. And now, when they first purchased the Mirage from MGM Resorts, they had, I believe, a 5-year license to use the name Mirage. MGM Resorts retains the ownership of the name Mirage. They might grant an extension on that, but originally I think it was 5 years. I don't know, maybe they are negotiating with Treasure Island. Phil Ruffin owns Treasure Island. Phil Ruffin, of course, owns the place where I'm headed, which is Lots of Fun / Circus. Treasure Island is one of the few on the strip that I've never stayed at. It's on my list. It's going to happen probably one of these days on one of these solo trips like this one right here. Because it's not the 90s anymore, and Treasure Island is not just that desirable a place to stay. What time is it? 7:36. Unfortunately, the volcano only goes every hour on the hour. So we're 24 minutes away from that. Obviously, I'm not going to stop and wait for 24 minutes for the volcano to go off. By then, I could have been at Lots of Fun. AJ says they didn't get the financing for the guitar tower. Is there a source on that? Or I'm just curious because I've not seen anything about it, like good or otherwise. So I'm just curious what your source is on that because, yeah, I've heard some things financially that Hard Rock is not, they're not solid enough to own both these properties. They wouldn't be able to obtain the financing to buy Treasure Island because, I mean, you're looking at another, what, $1 billion? Not billion, they paid like $1 billion for Mirage, so you're looking at another like $600 million. They're building a Hard Rock in Long Beach. I didn't know that. Is it going to be a guitar tower? That's cool. If it is, I mean, either way, it's pretty cool. There's a Hard Rock semi close to us in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but it's actually not owned by the Seminole tribe. They spun that one off. It's owned by some tribe in Oklahoma, but they get to use the Hard Rock name and likeness. And it's not that cool. Maybe they'll pull a Fontainebleau and wait 17 years. Well, to be fair, pardon my French, but a lot of shit happened in that 17 years for Fontainebleau. Speaking of, look at that. I don't. You guys probably can't see it, I'm sure. At the top of Fontainebleau, it says Fontainebleau, and then there's a bow tie that's moving left and right. And that's super cool. I wish the best for Fontainebleau. I want it to succeed. I was like emotionally invested in that place because the first time I ever came to Vegas was right during the Great Recession, 2009, and that building had just been topped out, and then everything hit the fan. And I've been rooting for it ever since. And every time everybody said, oh, it's never going to open, I kept saying, no, I think it is. And I stood in its corner, and I really liked the place. But the location's a problem, a real problem. Sandra with a $27 super chat. The bomb. That is awesome. That is definitely paying for my Uber back from Slots of Fun. So we're all in now. You guys are in, I'm in. Let's keep it going. And as I mentioned Fontainebleau, like you guys can't even see what I'm talking about. That's how far away it is. And well, the place I'm going, pretty much right across the street. So I still got a long walk ahead of me. That's the Google estimate. Sandra, thanks so much. Her second super chat of the night. I appreciate that very much. That's awesome. That is awesome. Lost a few viewers, but I see that you guys are still here in force. We're in this together. We're going to Slots of Fun. And I'm having that shrimp cocktail. I'm having that shrimp cocktail, and I just hope they don't tell me that I can't live stream in there because I want to be able to set this phone down on the bar and eat that shrimp cocktail. Was that Clark Griswold? Did we pass somebody that looked like him? I'm just kind of floating at this point. Did anybody know this? Treasure Island Blackjack pays 3-2 on all multi-deck games. I did not know that. By the way, guys, when I sat down last night at Trop to play blackjack, I knew it was meant to be. When I sat down, it's a $25 table. That was the cheapest table they had on closing night. And first hand, so there was a guy playing by himself. Let me set the scene. There's a guy playing by himself. He's playing 2 hands at a time. He's playing about $50 a hand, so $100 roughly. And he's getting killed. And he's by himself. And he's muttering to himself. And the dealer's pulling like 5-card 20s and 6-card 21s and beating him every time. And he's muttering. And he's beside himself. All I wanted was some souvenir chips, right? So he is having a rough go of it. This is the only table that has seats at it. So I sit down, well, I walk up and I say, you need somebody to change this luck a little bit? No, I said break it up. You need somebody to break this up for you? And he's like, by all means. So I put down $300. It's a $25 table. I figure that's about the right buy-in for a $25 table. First hand, I get dealt blackjack. He loses both his hands again. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew I was in the right spot. I only played for about 20 minutes. I got 3 blackjacks. And yes, they were 6-5. So yes, I lost a few bucks there, but it was the Trop. That was my only option that night. And it worked out. Amber, I see it. I see it. They're building. I think we're all in. This is Team Slots of Fun right here. And I'm the conductor on the Slots of Fun train. Let's go. Amber, I invited Matthew out tonight, but I know he's a busy guy. Here's a little fun. Put it in the comments now if you actually got to see the pirate show back when it was a thing. I really wish I had. Really wish I had. This is the clown car on the way to Slots of Fun. I love it. Yeah, I so wish. They chlorinate that water. It smells like chlorine over here. I so wish I had seen this. I think one of the coolest things of what's kind of now old Vegas is that when Steve Wynn bought the dunes and tore it down, Steve Wynn was on deck on one of these pirate ships, aiming it toward the dunes, and then fired the cannons on the ship, and then the dunes came down, which is so cool. That's the kind of stuff you don't see in Vegas anymore. That would have been cool to see. Like they had the countdown, then he ordered the cannons to be fired, and then the dunes came tumbling down. That's super cool. But I guess whenever you say, lots of people said they saw the pirate show, that's awesome. I wish I had. I wish I had. Anyway, I tell that Steve Wynn story to say, nobody wanted to see the dunes imploded. Everybody thought that was the end of an era. Well, what was built there? The Bellagio, which is borderline the most iconic property in Vegas now. So if the dunes doesn't get torn down, the Bellagio doesn't exist. If the Tropicana doesn't get torn down, then, maybe a baseball team doesn't move here. I'm just saying, Just saying. Waxing poetic out here tonight after a long walk. All right, I hate this part. We got to go inside, go up. This is one of the smelliest footbridges in town right here. Never have liked this area too much. But we're about to get over the Fashion Show Mall here. Kristen Marie says change isn't always bad. And that's what I'm trying to say, I think. Sometimes it is. But sometimes it takes 20 or 30 years before we truly know whether that change was for the best. That's what I'm trying to say. As we go through this dark alley on our way to the Clown Motel. I gotta tell you guys though, I think it's my night. I have not yet hit an escalator that wasn't working. So Andrew says with a mile left to go. I mean, probably not quite, but not far from it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Thing is, I don't know what time it closes, but I have a My Vegas reward at Public House way back at Luxor that I've got to use for dinner tonight. I've already loaded it onto my card. So, come hell or high water, that's dinner tonight. Yeah, Brian, I agree. Trop either needed to be totally gutted 10 years ago or demolished. I mean, it is what it is. You keep up or you just fade away. And they did not keep up. Even close. Kristen, you've never visited Circus Circus? I think everybody owes it to themselves to just check it out once. You know, no matter what you think of it, just check it out once. So many kids. Yep, I parked there a lot for free. Yeah, I can see that as well. All right, we're getting there. When? Oh, Trop. Okay, gotcha. Parked at the Trop a lot for free. Okay, that makes sense. Fashion Show Mall, one of the most forgotten about places on the Strip. I think I've been in there like twice. Maybe. Be sure to wear your old shoes. Sticky carpet. Well, there was sticky carpet last night at the Trop, I'm not going to lie. Also, my carpet in the West Tower at Luxor, a little bit sticky as well. Otherwise, a pretty nice room, though. Brian, that Emmett Smith restaurant's actually open now, believe it or not. It opened. Yeah, that was in the works forever. And now it's actually open. So, how you like that? As a matter of fact, on this trip, I thought about going and eating there and making a video, and then I thought, you know what? Nobody's going to watch that. So I nixed it. Nobody's going to watch that. Yeah, somebody else just mentioned it. It's open. Emmett's is open. But yeah, I understand why you'd be... There it is, by the way. Proof. Emmett's open. Looks nice. Right next to Benihana. What am I doing out here, guys? You guys told me to do this. I have been walking nonstop for at least a half hour now. This backpack has got me sweaty. Oh, I went the wrong way. Backtracking. On our way to a hand pay. On you think the coin operated slot? It's going to be hard to hold a phone and play coin operated slots at the same time. But I mean, I can give it a try. Peer pressure at its finest, you know it. All you guys had to do was plant the seed, and I was like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Is I'm going to be sore tomorrow. The Davidoff bar has the best Bloody Marys ever? That's interesting. I like Bloody Marys. That is interesting. Here's a place that's always looked kind of interesting to me. Is this pizza place right here? Happy Camper. This place looks cool. Well, Ron, I'm walking because the viewers as a whole said they wanted to see me get to Slots of Fun. And so, damn it, I'm going to get to Slots of Fun tonight. I see it. I see the Circus Circus sign, the lollipop. It's within reach. Great cigars too. Well, that goes without saying. So, funny story about cigars. This is out of left field, but I was right about here when this happened. Way back in 2009, when I made this walk from MGM Grand to Circus Circus and back, I had cheap cigars in my shirt pocket. They were actually called, this is a weird story, but bear with me. The brand was Hava Tampa, and I had 2 of them. They were like wooden tipped, cheap cigars. I bought them at the MGM Grand. They were probably like $15 for a pack of 6 of them. I'm a kid, basically. I'm walking up here, no clue where I'm going, just walking. I have those cigars in my shirt pocket. This was nothing because the Stardust had been torn down. Echelon Place was defunct. This was like it is now, as a construction wall, but it was a lot more shady than this because there was nothing from here to Circus Circus. And some guy comes walking over asking for change, right? He's asking for money. Wants a couple of bucks. I told him I don't have any. And he says, "You got any cigs?" And I was like, "No, man, I got nothing." And he spots these wooden tips sticking out of my shirt pocket. And he says, and I quote, "Oh, you're smoking those Hava Tampas. I know what you're smoking." Blew my mind. This guy recognized cheap cigars by the 1 inch of them that were sticking out of my shirt pocket. Blew my mind. Lame story? Yes. But it happened right here, and so my memory was just jogged, and so I thought I'd tell you guys. Also, on this desolate stretch of the Strip, I feel like I need to keep talking. Any plans for this empty lot? Well, this lot right here, directly to my left, is owned by the Wynn. Wynn Resorts owns that. Steve Wynn wanted to build another resort on it, and then he got kicked out of his own company because he's a total creep. And the new CEO said, "Nah, we're not going to build another mega resort right across the street from our existing 2. So right now, no, there's no plans for that. And then just north of that we're getting up to now, Resorts World owns some of this. I don't think they've got any plans either. They're still trying to shore this up. I'm a big fan of Resorts World, just like I'm a big fan of Fontainebleau. Jason says he's almost to me. Are you back there? Can I see you if I turn around? Amber hits the nail on the head. I'm not concerned about that statement because I know Jason said he was going to come find me. He's cool. He's harmless, we think. It is quite quiet out here, though. Guys, we're going to make it. And we're going to make it with around about 300 people still watching. Keep hitting that thumbs up, guys. Just so you know, I'm fueled by super chats. We've gotten quite a few tonight, and I'm thankful for all of those. But I'm certainly fueled by those. I feel the burst of energy whenever a super chat hits. That's epic.
Thank you.
Jason will catch up because I'm not fast. It's usually about this point in the live streams every time, 2 hours, that I start talking about my legs, so I'm not quick. Man, I hope they know that guy. I'm looking over my shoulder. Nobody's waving a gun or otherwise. We're almost here, guys. Resorts World. What? Ruby, you ain't lying. That's why I am certainly Ubering back. Funny thing is, tomorrow I'm going to be checking in here at Resorts World. And I know I said that I was going to stay at Cromwell tomorrow night, and I am. I've got a 2-night comp here at Resorts World. So I'm going to check in, leave my suitcase here, pack a backpack, go back down to Cromwell, get that whole thing done. Just so you guys know, when you guys watch those videos later on, just know what I went through to get those done. Jason thinks he sees me. I got nothing. Almost there. I say almost. It's only like 10 more minutes. Only. And this must be Jason. Guys, he does exist. He's not here to kill me. What's up? How you doing?
How's it going?
Oh, good. You ate at Amalfi tonight, huh?
Yeah.
You've been running for a while?
More like fast walking.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've been walking nonstop. With that, I haven't slowed down for the last like half hour. So for you to catch up here is pretty impressive.
I was like, one of my YouTubers that I follow every day is like right there. I was like, there is 0% chance I don't go see it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So,
Well, I appreciate it.
no problem.
Thanks for coming up, man.
Well,
Just when I think I'm tired, I see this guy. That's dedication right there. I appreciate it. Well, let's go. Now that you're here, let's go to Slots of Fun. What do you say?
Absolutely.
All right. Shannon with the $20 super chat bomb. Awesome. Shannon, I appreciate that. That is phenomenal. I'm sorry I missed the message that you put with it. Hold on. Just scroll. Beersy's on me at 4x4 Wire Road. She knows what's going on. That's from my hometown right there. 4x4 Brewing, Wire Road. Jason, where are you from?
Tucson, Arizona.
Okay. All right.
Not terribly far.
Similar climate to this.
Yeah.
A little
Actually,
bit.
it's almost the same weather in most
Yeah.
places.
I was going to say, yeah. Cool. Have you been to Slots of Fun in the
I was
last...
there yesterday.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, I had myself a $2 Dos Equis.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Cocktail. So,
Nice.
and proceeded to lose $80 pretty quick on the coin slots.
So, the only time I ever played the coin slots was when they were back in Circus. And it was the same thing. They were like dollar slots. You can like $2 max.
Yeah.
And I was down nearly 100. I decided I'd commit 100 to it.
Yeah.
I was down like 90. And then I hit something that was like, I hit a line that was like $150. And it got me back to like a $50 win. And I was like, well, that was fun.
I
And
put in like $80 of coins. I think it spit out a total of 6.
Yeah. Yeah. When you hit that one, when you finally hit that one that's like, 150 and it just clanks forever, it's just clank, 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 and it like goes on for like an hour, you're like, this is awesome.
That's what I was waiting for, and I
Yep.
got it like 6 times.
Yep.
Not the things.
So this is the only place on the actual strip that still has coin-operated slots. And of course, you feel like you immediately have to wash your hands after you've played. You can't wait to find a bathroom after you're done.
Oh, the one I was on, like it wouldn't take half the coins I was even trying to put in. The dude next to me, I was like, exchanged it. He put it
Yeah.
in his. It went right in.
Yeah.
I'm like, circus, circus.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Well, we're almost there, guys. By now, you guys can probably see that that bow tie I was talking about. Right to the left of the word Fontainebleau, it's just bouncing back and forth. And by the way, at some point, right under the word Fontainebleau, that cocktail lounge is going to open up there. They've got lights on, it looks like. I can't believe they didn't have that ready for the grand opening.
I was surprised they decided to not open during the pool season when their big attraction
Yeah,
is the pools.
I think they just couldn't wait any longer. They had to get it. They had to get it open, and maybe they should have waited. I don't know, because it's been a bit of a mess. But
I walked in there for the first time yesterday. It blew my mind with like the decor and everything.
oh yeah, I love the place.
But it was super big.
Yeah, I love. Well, look at the lights right now. It doesn't look like there's. And I mean, I know it's Tuesday night, so. But yeah, maybe a third of the rooms are lit right now.
One of the bartenders was saying, "Give us a year and we'll be popping like the wind." Don't know if I buy it. based on the location,
I
but
would say give them 10 years based on the location.
something has to happen with Circus for this area to fully be
Yeah,
revitalized.
yeah. It can't stay the way it is.
Thing is, these are like the best properties on the strip. Resorts World, Fontainebleau, Wynn, Encore. Like,
I agree.
but the area's just
Yeah.
vast because of Circus.
It's everything in between that's
Yeah.
no good. Yeah,
Resorts World, that's my favorite property on the strip.
I like it. I like it a lot.
The location kind of deters me from staying there a lot just because what's around. If you want to stay in the resort,
Right,
best place on the strip.
right. Well, guys, if you've been with us since, if you've been with me since, when did I make the decision that I was going to come here? The Bellagio fountains. We've almost done it. We have almost done it.
It's what, probably like a 2.5, 3 mile walk?
It's a ways. I have not gone inside since, well, I had to at Bellagio to cross over to Caesars, and that's it. I haven't been inside since
Not
then.
the summer, so it's bearable.
No, it's fine out here. Convention center over here. Oh, it's very nice. This is quite nice. I'm more than a bit sweaty, but that's because I've been power walking for like an hour and a half. So last November, I stayed at Encore, and then I made that Circus video. If you guys have seen that one. If you guys haven't seen that one, watch it. I had a lot of fun with that because full disclosure, I intended to spend the night at Circus that night. But the room was so bad, and the property as a whole was so bad, I just couldn't do it. So I wound up back down here at Encore. Took one for the team. And then that video came out of it, and I had a blast editing that video. And there's been a little bit of hate on that video, but mostly, you guys are in agreement with it. It is what it is. I didn't think it was going to be a nice place, but I also didn't think it was going to be quite as dirty as what I found. AZ low roller. That's a hell of a walk. I've done it twice and I regret it. Yeah, I'm going to regret this one tomorrow, I'm sure. But I did. Well, here's the thing. I knew that I was going to come to Slots of Fun on this trip, but I thought it was going to be later in the trip when I was staying here. Not when I had to walk 2 hours to get there. So now maybe I don't even have to come here, tomorrow night or the next night. So I guess I'm just going to knock this off. AZ low rollers from Phoenix. So we got another Arizonian in the house here. Earlier tonight we were chock full of Canadians. And I think Amber's still around, so we still have at least one. I gotta say, this is a little more foot traffic than I'm used to seeing up here. Last couple times I walked through here, it was me and nobody else.
First time I ever came here, I stayed at Circus Circus. Actually, you replied to my comment. I told you that
Okay.
I put together like the worst Vegas trip ever.
Oh, okay. I remember that. I do. I remember that comment. That's funny. Yeah. What else did it entail? I remember you booked here.
Saw the Tournament King show at Excalibur. Had to
Okay.
wait at Excalibur for that to show. We're there for like 3 hours.
Okay.
Stayed at the Luxor the very first night. And it's just like, wow.
It's not the best trip, but you know what? If you enjoyed it enough to come back, well then, that just goes to show you how good Vegas is. Hold on, I gotta turn this front. We did it. Excalibur to Slots of Fun. And it's all thanks to you guys. Powered by Super Chats. I'm ready to go inside and have that shrimp cocktail. Let's go. Finish this one up real quick. Well, I feel like I'm interrupting a moment if I go over there. Hold on. Kristen, we did make it. I'm going to finish my my super expensive Modelo I got at Purple Zebra real quick. So we pan around and just take a look at the neighborhood. Not the best. Let's have a look at Fontainebleau real quick while I finish my beer. What am I doing up here on foot? Excalibur to Circus Circus. Party like it's 2009 and I'm a kid. Walking forever. All right, hold on. Paid too much for that beer not to finish it, so. And here we are. So the last time I was in here was in November, and I was literally the only person in here. Yeah, I made a short out of it. Yep, I was literally by myself in here. It was the creepiest feeling ever. No, it did not. I believe that's the carpet we're smelling.
Probably. Although the carpet looks relatively new-ish.
Well, they have that super cool classic carpet there. I always wondered if this bar still existed back here because they put that wall through here. And I always wondered if they left it behind or if they tore it all out. And now I guess we know. This looks pretty vintage back here. $2 popcorn, $2 hot dog, $2 shrimp cocktail, $2 Dos Equis, and $2 Heineken. Folks, we have made it. Love that sound of coins falling. I do too. That is phenomenal. All right, I'm gonna pull up a seat. Oh. I missed a super chat along the way. $15. Sandra again. Sandra, thank you. Shrimp cocktails on you. Or actually, it's technically on somebody else from like an hour and a half ago. Let's turn this around. Ugh. So it's proof. Here I am. That's lots of fun. Here's Jason. This is Jason from Tucson. Tucson, Arizona right there. He was eating dinner at Amalfi and chased me down. And that not in a creepy way, no. I mean, I don't feel threatened. I'm not threatened here. Hi, how you doing? What's that? I am, yeah, sorry. I got to flip this way. Is that okay?
Okay, so we're not government or ENB or nothing like that. This is private property.
Yeah, I got you. So no recording at all? You want me to turn it off? Okay, sounds good. Can I get a shrimp cocktail?
Sure.
And a Dos Equis, please. Yep. I'll just take the camera out. I don't think
It's on me, man.
I got it. Don't worry. Yeah, I got it.
I didn't super chat, but I was like, you can
That's
answer
all right.
another one.
No, I got it. I got it. I mean, I don't think the seafood here is going to be on par with the mall fee that you had earlier.
Yeah, I was expecting
So.
more like pasta dishes and stuff, and it was heavy seafood based. They said,
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
They said it's inspired by Southern.
No change. So, all right, hold on. Thank you. So here it is. I can't record in here, although he's not like being real hardcore about it, but he did tell me it's private property and they don't want recording in here, which I get it, and I'm going to respect their wishes. Let me go ahead and dump. Somebody said this was just shrimp parts. Look at this. It's actually shrimp. I mean, you know, they're little salad shrimp. Is that a cup inside a cup?
You gotta tip it over.
Okay, I was going to say, is that a cup inside a cup?
And then if you put it on top of it, you can shake it up.
There it is. I'm doing this backwards. I'm not left-handed, so I've got it the wrong way. All right, shrimp cocktail. Whatever. I'm gonna get the camera. I'm gonna at least go back toward the entrance here, so that I don't want to piss anybody off. I'm not, I like to respect the places that I visit. I get it. It's a casino. They don't really want you filming in a casino, and that's cool. So let's grab this. Got to put the backpack back on. Jason, you mind holding this for a minute? Hold the camera here. We'll flip this on. It's going to be kind of wonky. That's a joystick right there. If you need to try to move that around, we'll go back toward the front. And they probably can't hear you because I have the only mic on me right now. So we'll take this back out front. Got my $2 Dos Equis. I got my $2 shrimp cocktail. We'll take it onto the sidewalk. Only place in the world, well, one of the few places in the U.S. where you can just say, hey, take my beer out to the public sidewalk.
Oh, my cousin's in Florida. They got a new cat. They tell them to get rid of it.
Yeah. So, let's take it over here. Well, the neighborhood hasn't improved very much, guys, but I am going to eat this $2 shrimp cocktail. Got the lettuce, got the cocktail sauce, got the shrimp. And now you guys get the full-on food review. You ready? The cocktail sauce is very tangy. I would go as far as to say there's a strong vinegar flavor there. It's a very tangy cocktail sauce. I'm not a fan of the sauce. The shrimp actually is pretty good though. And for $2, who's going to complain? Did you see? I think there were like 5 shrimp on top of this.
I think that's what it is.
5 shrimp, and they were that size. Not bad. Not exactly salad shrimp. They're pretty decent size.
I mean, for $2, what can you complain about?
I mean, I didn't want the lettuce and the cocktail sauce anyway.
Yeah, I kind of wanted just the shrimp too. I had all the lettuce.
Last one, I think it was 5. And I know a lot of you guys super chatted tonight. But let's face it, Sandra Tan was the all-star. And this is on you, Sandra. Thank you so much. What's that counter say at the top of the screen? What, 2 hours and 20 minutes?
17 minutes.
Okay.
297 people watching.
Not bad. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. We hung in there. Jason's the all-star. He was pouring sweat by the time he got to me. This guy, and now he's holding the camera for me while I stand here and drink a Dos Equis, a $2 Dos Equis. And by the way, I would say that's a 12 ounce. There's no way that's a pint. That's a 12 ounce Dos Equis. And they did ask me to leave. But I do intend to just run back inside, do a little flyby, show you guys the coin slots. I'm not going to be able to play any slots in there because it's a casino. They have their, obviously, it's their right to tell me I can't film in there. So I'm not going to do that if they don't want me to. I do think I might just horseshoe through there, just show you guys what it looks like because we did come all this way. Thank you, sir. Beer Lady is still with us. Hey, and she has been with us for, I'd say, pretty much the entire 2 hours and 17 minutes. All right, let's take a little quick run through since we did come all this way. It was kind of just littered. I left my cup on top of that, but it's not the best neighborhood. So let's take a little walk through. People are gambling in here, which is something. Oh, Jason went and threw my cup away for me. Appreciate that. Nice. I love it. So this was a little bit weird. Back when... Oh, gotcha. That would be something. This little gift shop is janky. And like, I don't understand why that still exists. Even with this place seeing a little bit of... Look, people are playing. We got $5 blackjack over here. Every table has at least one player at it. So... Can I just cut out that door right there and head it over? Gotcha. Gotcha. You got it. You got it. All right, we'll just run back out. They're pretty hardcore about it. Again, I mean, you know, I understand. We did come all this way. So bonus footage, who wants to see us go over to Fontainebleau? Jason's in. Well, I tried to show you guys. They're pretty hard.
We don't want free publicity for
yeah,
our new
you know.
place that we own.
Again, it's their prerogative. I don't really see what it could hurt. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's keep going. Let's go on to Fontainebleau then, and let's see on a Tuesday night if it's busy at all, and if they kick us out.
So they kicked out a different YouTuber.
Well, you talking about Dingo?
Not leaving Las Vegas. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. What did he get kicked out for?
Recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he made a whole video about it. I watched like the first 2 minutes, and then I was like, man, he's just complaining at this point.
I did not know that. Well, I think we can at least cross this. And it's not very busy up here. I think we can just go on. Well, guys, we made it. And, you know, since we came this far, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. We essentially got kicked out of Slots of Fun twice. And so that's, you know, I'm going to respect their wishes at this point and move on. I don't need to make waves. David Collum says Dingo and Steven. Yeah, that guy's name is Steven. Yeah, they got banned. Well, then I'm probably not going to just go over there and film up, you know, just walk right into the middle. But I do want to go over there and have a look since I'm here. We'll cross over. We'll go in. And that might be where I end the live stream, which I hate to do because there's 300 of you guys watching right now, and I appreciate you guys sticking with us. When you've made it this far, you hate to hit that end button. Just because, you know, appreciate you guys watching this whole time. But I still have my $2 Dos Equis from Slots of Fun. I might go in there like tomorrow night or the next night and play some of those coin slots. Without a camera going, of course. So, Fontainebleau. Oh, it is a walk. Well, all right, so this is a place where if they tell me to stop recording, I will immediately stop recording. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I respect the management here a little bit more than I do the management at Slots of Fun. So, be that what it may, let's head inside. Haven't been here since the grand opening in December. At least this is a better place to Uber from than Circus Circus.
I remember the video where you were like, and I immediately walked over to the Resorts World because I
Yeah,
didn't want to be seen as
yeah. Man, you have watched. You have watched. You're not.
Just to give you an idea, the first video I watched was the Aria went downhill.
Well, and that's where a lot of people first found the channel.
Honestly, I didn't even see it directly in my feed. Travel Ruby made a video about that, and she mentioned you guys at the state, and watched your video.
That's right. Yep, we have. We met her a little while after that, and we told her about that story. And I remember when she added that. I got it. Here goes. Coast is clear so far. Smells terrific in here. That smells fantastic. I don't see any employees yet, so we'll keep it going as long as I can here. Guys, I apologize. I haven't kept up with the feed for a while. I've been too busy trying to fend off security guards at Slots of Fun and cross the boulevard. Yeah, there's not much going on in here. Gordon Rick Super Chat, $13.99 Canadian. Awesome. Appreciate it. That is terrific. And you know what? I feel like I've pushed my luck as long as I possibly can tonight. You know what? I'm going to go upstairs to the promenade, sit down at a table, properly tell you guys thanks for following along tonight for 2.5 hours. And then, I don't know, maybe finally slip a bill into a slot machine down here. So there were a couple of employees, and I think they probably were ready to say something to me, but since I'm headed upstairs, they're not. Energy is always dead. Yeah, well, here you go. I mean, there's people. The Blue Bar's got a fair number of people. It is Tuesday night. Let's keep that in mind. It's not completely empty. But the promenade is right over here, and there's a great place to look over at the casino over here. All right. Oh, there it is. Found my table right here. No, there it is. Sandra says Fontainebleau has tier match now. Yes, I know. I know, and oh boy, what's going on there? It's leaning. There it goes.
You sign up, you
It
get
was.
$15 free play and $15 food and beverage.
So I'm their second level, whatever it is, because we stayed here in December. But I'm MGM Gold, which would tier match me up to the next level. But I think what we're going to do is, because Ashton's Gold card as well, because we're actually linked with MGM, we're going to have her sign up for a brand new account. and then tier match her to the next level, so that I'll be the second level and she'll be the third level, and we'll get to double up. Always thinking on that stuff. Well, guys, my tripod is not very sturdy here at all. This is Jason. Shout out to Jason from Tucson, Arizona. He chased me down tonight in a good way, not a scary way. Some of the people in the chat as you were approaching were like, I hope this guy's harmless.
I was listening on my earbuds as I was walking,
Okay.
so I heard all their comments.
They're like, I hope this guy's harmless.
It's like, and I hope they know that like they'll see me like, and I don't mean no harm. I'm just trying to meet a fan trying to meet his equivalent of celebrity, I guess.
Appreciate it. You know what? Anytime somebody calls me a celebrity, I'll take it. That's awesome. Amber from Vancouver comes in with the Canadian Super Chat, $6.99 Canadian. What is that US? I'm not exactly sure what the exchange rate is there. It doesn't matter. Amber, love it. Thank you for following the channel. You're always in the comments. You're always on the live streams, and I appreciate that. Everybody who has Super Chatted tonight, I appreciate it so much. It meant, you know what? It's the only reason I made it from Excalibur to Fontainebleau tonight with a pit stop in to
Lots of fun.
Slots of Fun. Lots of fun. Thank you, Jason.
They kicked you out. You're trying to erase it from your memory.
I am trying to forget about it because I am going to go back there probably in 2 nights' time and play some of those coin slots just for a little bit at least. I hate to end it when there's 300 people watching, guys, but I don't know where else to go from here. I got to go to the bathroom, and I still have to get all the way back down to Luxor tonight, and I've got to have dinner at Public House. I have a My Vegas reward I need to redeem tonight. I haven't eaten dinner. The only thing I've eaten in the last 6 hours is a shrimp cocktail from Slots of Fun.
Dang.
I'm fueled by Super Chats and shrimp cocktails from Slots of Fun, and that's thanks to you guys and Jason, who held the phone for me while I sampled the thing. I'm rambling now. Thanks, guys. I see all the thank yous coming into the chat right now, and a lot of you guys followed for 2.5 hours, and I appreciate that. That's all I got. This is probably the only live stream of my trip to Vegas this time around. Maybe on the next trip in June, we get Ashton in on a live stream. She hates live streams. Little secret. She hates live streams. But maybe we'll get one going. And otherwise, keep hitting that like button on all the videos and keep watching the videos because we've got some momentum going and we want to keep it going. Thanks to all you guys and thanks to Jason. Good night from Fontainebleau. Yes, I want to end it.